All right, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. I am LiTheeGoddesss. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, hey. Today, I'm excited about this reading. This is my favorite type of reading to do for myself because I be a little nosy. The reading we are doing today is what would a tarot reader tell someone else about you? When I do this reading for myself, it honestly gives me a lot of insight. I feel like it gives me more insight than the other readings I do for myself, because it just is giving what someone else's perspective of you would be. It does. I am going to see like what's your best trait, what traits you need to work on the most. I'm also going to do, if you want to ask a question, I have a deck to ask questions. But pile one, this is a color your own tarot deck that I got. Most of the cards are not colored though, but I just felt called to use this deck. Your crystals are azurites and blue kyanites, and then our everyday witch tarot with celestite and amethysts. So we are going to get started. Hello, pile one. If you chose the color your own tarot deck and the azurite and kyanite crystal, this is your reading. Starting with your crystals, azurite is for divine guidance, stillness, new connections, and astral travel. Ooh. Blue kyanite, if I could pick it up, is for connecting with animals, telepathic abilities, finding your true path, and finding clarity. All right, so we're gonna get started with your reading. I feel like you're very adventurous. Tarot reader would say you're very adventurous. Okay, so before I even get the cards to clarify, I feel like they would say you're very adventurous, and they would say you put yourself first. They will also say you always think of you always think of other people, but you still put yourself first. You like to do what's fair and what's right in a situation. Because like the putting yourself first, that doesn't mean doing what you want to do. That means doing what you feel is right. That's just my initial feeling. I'm gonna get some clarifiers though. Alrighty, I like you. And you're just generous. You're nice to people. You always want people to feel comfortable, but at the same time, you're not afraid to do like what's best for you. And I feel like another tarot reader would tell people to stay on your good side. Okay, so what I knew was going to happen, and I'm like, one of the cards is going to clarify itself. So to clarify the Five of Pentacles, we got the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles is what gives me the idea that instead of doing just what you want to do, you always do what you feel is right. So with the Five of Pentacles, clarifying the Five of Pentacles, that gives me the feeling that you are who you say you are. Like the things you say, you don't have to tell people like, oh, I do this, oh, I do that, because it seemed like if you are the type of person who like you do a lot of work for the public, that's how you are in your private life also. You're a beautiful person. That's amazing. Okay. Let's get into it. Like I said, like, okay. So I do get you that you are an adventurous person. I feel like when you get opportunities, you seize opportunities. You don't wait. You're the type of person, you're always doing something new. If you feel like there's opportunity of something that you feel like you would like that more. Oh, look, and 6 and 6 right by each other. Is that both 6? Yeah. I think the Lovers is 6. Is there another 6 in here? And then a 6. So you got 6, 6, 6. Okay, so like I said, they will tell someone that to stay on your good side. They will also tell people that you are adventurous. So if someone is not offering you something of value, not as if you're an opportunist, but if someone is, like, if you get opportunities, you're going to take them. So like if you are somewhere, but you get the opportunity to just pick up and move, you're going to do it. You're going to be like, well, this is actually a better opportunity for me. I would love for you to come with me. I would love to stay in contact with you. I would love to even come back and see you. But I have things to do over here, you know, and you are going to take those opportunities. And even though you might not, you know, just want to pick up and leave, you are not going to waste time when it comes to stuff like that. I feel like you're somebody who puts duty over love, or like you put like personal gratification over what other people think and what other people want from you. Yeah, you're a person, you really like change. Like you got the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. It's like you don't mind switching it up and doing something that you're passionate about. Now with this Page of Swords and all of these, you got the King of Wands, Two of Wands, Queen of Cups, and Strength. So I do feel like you're the type of person, a tarot reader would tell someone you're the type of person that cannot be tied down. So they should not try to tie you down. The best thing for a person to do if they want to be in your life is to go with the flow. Because you are not going to stop yourself for anyone. They will have to be willing to just come with you on whatever journey you are going on. I feel like you're I don't feel like, okay, I was going to say a hard worker, but I feel like you are more like in the flow. Like you just go with the flow of life. This is fun. You probably be having fun. You probably have so much fun with life. And then, okay, so you got the Queen of Cups and you got the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, they give me like the most feminine side of the queens. Like the Queen of Pentacles just gives me like you care about yourself. You care about others also, but you care about yourself. You probably have a very good, and when I was saying that it was 555 on the timer, you probably have a very strict like self-care routine. Like you probably do like a nighttime routine. Yeah, tarot reader would tell someone you're very grounded and you're very compassionate. You're somebody who is in touch with your emotions. Y'all are amazing. I want to be like y'all when I grow up. Y'all are amazing. And you can be a man also. It's just like you just have very feminine energy. You're very well put together. Yeah, somebody has to be like, and not even like romantically, but anybody who wants to be around you, they have to really be doing something. Like you have to be doing something good. You have to be a good person to be around you. You have to be a genuine person to be around you. You have to care about other people to be around you. You have to be empathetic to be around you. You got to have some money to be around you. Or you have to be resourceful in some type of way. Like, I feel like you're the type of person, like, if your friend don't got no money, you don't mind paying for, like, the whole night. Like, dinner, drinks, the food after the club. Like, you don't mind doing that for your friends as long as they are good friends. Oh, you're amazing. Oh my gosh, like, yeah, you probably have like animals and babies. They gravitate towards you because you're just such a beautiful person. Oh, that's amazing, guys. You guys are amazing. And I feel like you are just passionate about like being fair. Like, you're the type of person, like, you probably get very, very passionate about somebody not treating other people right, or somebody doing something that you feel like shouldn't be done to other people. Like, if somebody, especially when it comes to like people either less fortunate or just like in lesser positions, like if somebody is like mean to kids or like mean to animals, like, you are gonna speak up, you're gonna go off on them, you're gonna voice your opinion about how they should not be doing that. You're gonna tell them, like, you're gonna give them nasty looks, like, you're gonna make them feel horrible. And you are super generous, like, and then also, yeah, they would say that you're the type of person who, you have a lot of insight. You are always willing to give your wisdom to anybody who is willing to listen. Very logical, a very logical thinker, very analytical. 9/11 on a timer. Yeah. And you're also super spiritual, because I just keep seeing super, like, a lot of angel numbers. So like, yeah, so being the type of person who, like, you always just jumping into new adventures. Yeah, a tarot reader would say you're very intuitive, and also you follow your intuition like to a T. You're the type of person that if you know something, nobody can tell you different. Even if it doesn't make sense and you can't make it make sense, like in the 3D reality, you know what you know. And also, you probably help other people with that. Like, you probably get messages and visions about other people, and you'll tell them, and it's like either they take it or leave it. Like, you're not the type of person who's gonna sit there and try to drill it into their head. You can be like, I'm just telling you what I know, and either they take it or either they don't. I just got that like, physically you're very attractive to people. Like, you're the type of person, like, you walk in a room and everybody just stares. You're very magnetic. Yeah. A tarot reader would tell people, like, this is somebody you want on your good side. This is somebody who is going to be genuine with you. This is somebody who, if they are around you, it's because they how can I say, they F with you heavy. It's because they really want to be around you. A tarot reader would tell people that they can trust your intentions and they can trust you. A tarot reader would tell people a tarot reader would tell people to make sure they're always honest with you because you probably know when people are lying. I feel like you might be just slightly stubborn. But also, like, I feel like you are a little stubborn only because you are right most of the time. Like, I don't think anybody is right 100% of the time, but you're right like 99.8% of the time. So, you just don't let anybody tell you anything because most of the time you are right. Okay, let's see. What is your greatest strength? I also feel like you're the type of person, like, you're always prepared. Yeah, tarot reader would tell someone like you always have the tools. Like whatever is needed, somehow you have it. Or if there is some type of like if somebody doesn't know what to do about something, they call you. The Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. I feel like your greatest strength is that you're very loving and very generous. A tarot reader will tell someone that, yeah, you're very loving, very generous, and you have a vision for yourself, and you care about other people just as much as you care about yourself, and you want people to like, I get the feeling that you're very happy and content with yourself, and you want other people to feel that same way. So you use your energy to help people feel better about themselves because you have that type of energy to give. You are just a very giving and very loving person. You're very, very, very compassionate. Like to your core though, like like when people say compassionate, it's just like, oh yeah, compassionate, but like no, you are genuinely compassionate. Like you wake up every day and think, how can I move through this world and be a blessing to others? Like you just really want everybody to prosper. That's amazing. You're amazing. I want to be your friend. I really feel like I should take these, even though it came out as 2, because it's the Fool and the Knight of Swords. And as I was shuffling, I was getting that feeling. Look at this. Okay. So I do feel like a tarot reader would tell someone else that you could maybe slow down a little bit. And then I just was hearing the song by H.E.R, Slow Down, baby. Going too fast. You got your hands in the air with your feet on the gas. Oh, why you running from your past? You about to wreck your future, running from the past. Cause look how this horse looks scared. Not you be scaring the horse. Why is you scaring the horse? Okay. So yeah, I feel like what a tarot reader will tell someone you could work on is just slowing down, because you are just so fast paced and so quick moving. You might be the type of person like you start doing something and then you get another opportunity or you want to do something different, so you kind of abandon what you were doing because you feel like something else might fulfill you more. So I am getting the feeling that you should or you could slow down a little bit, and sometimes just spend a little time basking in what you are already doing. Cause look at this horse, y'all. Okay, like this Knight of Swords, this horse is going with you. Like this horse is like aggressive, and this horse is like, yeah, we going. This horse is like, whoa, can we slow down? Can we chill? I'm tired, I need some water. This horse, look how the horse's eye, the horse ain't even looking forward. This horse is looking at you like, I feel like this horse is saying, are we all right? Is everything all right? So I do get the feeling that you probably do need to like get in touch with like maybe past traumas and things. Like don't just run into new things, or even like if something starts to get a little hard or uncomfortable for you, then you probably just be like, okay, I could just pick up and do something else, because you are super resourceful and you always have a lot of different opportunities. So like when something just doesn't feel right, you barely take time to think about it. You just pick up and go. And in some situations, that's really, really good. But in other situations, it's more of you running instead of you trying to start something new. And I'm also playing music, and Session 32 by Summer Walker is playing right now. And she was just saying that you don't know what love is. So maybe you should probably you should let people love you back, because you are so loving and compassionate to other people, but you don't let people like give you what you give them, because you give it to yourself. Like, yeah, you probably are the type of person who you just kind of feel like you don't need anyone, and you're probably happy like just giving to others and things like that. But I do get the feeling that other people want to love you too, so you should let in the love that you are giving out, because there are people who really do want to show you like they really appreciate you, but you be picking up and leaving so quick they can't even show you. You be like, oh, I'll be back though, and they be like, but wait I'm sorry, y'all, that horse just has me like really, really cracking up. And then, okay, so you see how in this full card, there's a butterfly, but in this one, there is no butterfly. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, you are stuck in your ways. I forgot what other card made me feel like you were stuck in your ways, but I am getting that like, you feel like you don't need to change. And everybody can change something about themselves. Like, nobody is perfect, even though you have like this beautiful energy. Everybody can always improve something. So I feel like what a tarot reader would tell someone you can improve is that you just need to slow down sometimes. And just because you get like a download or a message or a feeling that you should like change up what you're doing, that doesn't mean it has to happen right away. That might be a vision for like 5 years in the future. And it doesn't mean like go right now. It just means like sit on it, think on it, start planning for it. So yeah, I do get a feeling that you could plan more. You could slow down a little bit, chill out some. Because really anything you do, like, it's gonna be amazing and people are gonna love you. You're gonna be prosperous. You're gonna be abundant. It's gonna be good for you. So you don't have to like worry about, oh, is this still good for me? Am I staying stagnant? Like, trust me, you are far from stagnant. You are very far from stagnant. You are always on the move. So don't think just because you got a new message means, oh, it's time to go. We're done with that one. I am going to I want to elaborate on your crystals. I'm getting the feeling to elaborate on your crystals. Okay, azurite first. Okay, so it says azurite is best for connecting with the heavenly realm, reaching the quiet stillness at the heart of meditation, receiving healing and psychic experience. So, okay, even though I get like a grounded feeling from you, you probably, if you do meditate, you don't do it for long, or you don't get to the point where like you feel calm. Like, you probably do meditate for a long time. If you do meditate for a long time, you don't get to the point where like your mind has like stopped. Because like, okay, when you meditate, like, you know, your thoughts will be racing, and it takes like practice to get your thoughts to stop racing and things like that. You probably haven't got to the point where you stop your thoughts from racing, or you probably like stop before you get to that point where you can like ignore your thoughts. So you should get some azurite, or just practice meditating until your mind is actually quiet and sit in the quiet for a little while. Okay, yeah, so it's just giving me that you could benefit from going within more. You could benefit, look, stillness. You could benefit from being still. You could really, really benefit from just chilling. You don't always have to be on the move. You can chill. Especially if you're in a situation where you don't need anything. Like, you're fine where you're at. You do not have to run and switch up your whole everything. And then even this one, finding clarity. So like I said, you might get a message that tells you, oh, you should do this, you should open this business, you should move to this place, and you just immediately start within a month. And God is really telling you that. God might not even be telling you that for you. God might be telling you that because you go meet somebody in 2 weeks who should do what you got the message to do, and you have to tell them to do it. Like, every message isn't supposed to be taken so literal. Like, sometimes you do have to just sit on the messages you get and wait until God gives you a message on how to execute it. You know, don't try to just interpret everything yourself. Sometimes you might get a message and then 2 months later you get the rest of the message, or you get a dream or something. It's not always just black and white. You see? That was tight because you see, this is black and white with the horse looking scared. And then you got the color here though. This is the more clearer picture. This one, it don't got the butterflies representing the change. This is a more clearer picture. It has the butterfly and it represents like you can change, you can transform. You don't have to stay the same. You don't have to always just run because you got a message to run. And really, it's given that you run like you are running from something. So you should definitely sit and be still and think about, what are you running from? Blue kyanite is it's best for connecting with and healing the animal kingdom, attuning to the spirit world, and increasing telepathy. And see, even this one, it says, quickly calms the mind and body, allowing you to go deep into meditation, attuning swiftly with spirit guides, psychic powers, and your own intuition. So yeah, I'm getting that if you do get certain messages, you need to chill out and meditate on them first before you just decide to act on them. Okay, so next, what I am going to do for y'all, I have this deck. It's called the Ancestral Oracle of the Celts. So with this deck, you ask a question and you will get insight from the deck. This is not a yes or no question that you would ask. This is a question that you want insight on, such as, what should I do about this situation? How should I go about this? Those are the type of questions you ask. Don't ask a yes or no question. And then I am going to shuffle the cards for you. I'm gonna give you a second to meditate on your question. The way this works, there are two different types of cards. So first I will pull one of these unseen, and then I'll pull one of these unseen, and I will tell you how it ties into your question. Okay. So this card advises you to exercise careful judgment by deciding how justice is best served in this matter. This means expanding your vision beyond your concerns and seeing how it affects the world around you. If you need to reach an important decision, sit quietly and find the point of balance. Which, y'all, if that's not summing up this reading, literally. And then I'm going to read his description. The Brehon is the judge who represents true justice among the tribes. The peeled hazel wand symbolizes his discerning ability to sift the truth and his connection with the hazels of wisdom that grow over the well of knowledge in the other world. His extreme youth is misleading, for he has the ability to skillfully arbitrate between disputants and, with a child's accurate observation, assess the justice of the matter. Cormac MacArt overrode his foster father's verdict that a flock of sheep should be forfeit for eating all the queen's wold plants. He counseled that it was more just for the queen to receive the shearing of the sheep only, since her wold will grow again. So, just was this counsel that the High King abdicated in Cormac's favor, known as the Irish Solomon by later generations. Cormac's far-seeing judgments are legendary. Okay. So yeah, basically do what's fair. And if you didn't understand what they were saying, basically, a flock of sheep ate a queen's plants and they were going to unalive the sheep, and he was like, no, just shave the sheep and give her the wool from the sheep, because her plants are going to grow back and the sheep's wool is going to also grow back. So just because, you know, there's a situation where somebody feels like you should get some type of like serious justice, that doesn't mean that that's the best judgment. So use your judgment, use your discernment with whatever situation you are thinking about. What would be best for everybody in the situation? Don't just think about yourself, which I don't think, from your energy, I don't feel like you would only be thinking of yourself, but you know, make sure you're not only thinking of yourself. And then this card just gives you a little more insight. So if your question was about general or your attitude, it's going to tell you like questions you should ask yourself to get more insight. So if it was about general or attitude, what is the foundation of this matter? What or who needs support? If it was about work or creativity, where can your greatest gifts and abilities be used best? What is drawing you out of your shell? If it was about health or well-being, what always gives you vitality when you are low? What is stealing or blocking your vitality? If it was about love or friendship, whose influence shapes your life the most? How are you being invited or ignored? The family gift of this card is, I bestow the gift of receiving and empowering energy. The ability to enter into the heart of things is yours. Y'all, I love like when I use multiple decks and they all tie into each other. Like, that just makes me feel like, oh my God, that's crazy. And this is the ancestral deck, y'all. So yeah, that's probably something from your ancestors. Probably like your compassion is probably a gift from your ancestors to help you heal your bloodline. I love doing this reading, y'all. I'm definitely gonna be doing more of these. This is my favorite type of reading to do, because it just really tells you like the truth of yourself. So thank you, pile one. I'm going to end y'all reading off here. I'm going to have my social medias in the description. And also, if y'all have not checked out my ebook, it is called Do Nothing to Survive. It's a guide to help you change your mindset about abundance and get into your natural flow, so you can stop having 3D spirals, or when you do have 3D spirals, you can calm your mind. It's a guide for what I did to help me get out of that energy. I really enjoyed doing this for y'all. Hope to see you again. Hello, pile two. I really just had so much fun doing pile one's reading, so that's why I'm all excited. I'm always excited to do readings, but I love doing this reading. So we are using the Everyday Witch Tarot. Your crystals are celestite and amethyst. Celestite is good for communicating with angels, tranquility, good fortune, deep meditation. Amethyst is good for spiritual insight, creativity, psychic protection, and courage. So let's see what your reading is gonna say. And also, when I was pulling your crystals, I called y'all pile one on accident. So if you do feel called to pile one, go ahead and check that out. But we will see what another tarot reader, or what a tarot reader in general, would tell another person about you. 'Cause somebody might come to me and get a reading. Like, what is this person? What should I know about this person? How's this person? Because, you know, people be nosy like that. But, I mean, I'm nosy too. That's why I read tarot. Tarot is a nosy art. It's just, I be wanting to know stuff. And if you here, you be wanting to know stuff too. So don't act like I'm the only messy one here. I'm projecting, y'all. I'm just playing. I'll be doing these readings late at night, y'all. So I'll be like so giggly. Like, I'm a giggly person in general. But I'll be so it just be like, I don't know. I'm blabbing. You're probably a blabber like me. And I'm just sitting here cheesing. Like, I have the type of natural, I'm like naturally inebriated. That's the type of energy I have. But let's get into your reading. Okay, so immediately I'm getting the feeling that you need to believe in yourself more. You are way more powerful than you think. But it's just given like you know there's power there, but you don't know how much, or you just haven't tapped into it, and you don't know how easy and quick, and it was 444 on the timer, how easy and quick things would come into your life if you actually understood how powerful you are. To clarify, I'm using this tarot deck. It's the Aliester Crowley Tarot. This deck, y'all, and then that even makes that even that ties into your reading a lot, because this deck, y'all, it's very, I don't use this deck unless I absolutely feel called to. Like, I gave one person a reading with this deck. I don't use it. I don't pick this deck up. But anytime, I have done a reading for myself with it too. Maybe like 2 readings for myself and 1 reading for another person. And like I said, I only do it when I absolutely feel called, and I always hesitate to use it. But when I use this deck, these readings be so accurate and so spot on. And that even ties into just what this is saying. Like, you don't even know that you would be so accurate and spot on if you just tap into yourself and listen to your intuition. Start doing your own spiritual practices. So yeah, you might be somebody who you just started out your spiritual journey. Like, you might consider yourself like a baby witch, or just like somebody who you just now started. But yeah, you're just now getting into it. And then also, I'm going to clarify in a second. And then even you have the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. In the Page of Pentacles, in this guidebook, it says he is the most prepared page. And also another thing it says is preparedness doesn't mean knowledge. So just because you are prepared to step into something doesn't mean that you would know exactly what you need to do. So really, you just need to step into your power and let spirit lead you. So you got the Princess of Disc, which is the Page of Pentacles, 222 on the clock. This thing, these synchronicities, boy. This is a very spiritual, whoever picks these readings, even Pile 1, because they was getting all the angel numbers. Yeah, y'all very, very, very spiritual. 7 of Cups, debak. I'm going to look that word up because I don't know what it means. God said, take them. He said, take them as they are. 2 of Swords with peace. Y'all. 222. Oh my God. Yeah. Y'all are very, very spiritual. 222. Look at that. Look at God. And then on the bottom of the deck too. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Know your power. Know your worth. Know what you got inside you. Cause you're that bitch. It's this one reader I've been watching. She be like, yeah, cause you that bitch. She be cracking me up. She be cracking me up. She be like, yeah, cause you're that bitch. Cause you're that bitch. She be cracking me up, y'all. And then look at that. Another 2. Y'all, these angel numbers. Angel numbers. It's going crazy. Look, 2 right there. And then the High Priestess. 2. What's up with the 2s? We got to see what 2 means in numerology. Because at one point, whenever, I forgot if it was like right here or wherever I looked at, and it was 222 on a timer, then you got the 222 right here, then you got this 2, and then you got this 2 matching up, and you got the High Priestess right there, you got the High Priestess right here. So 2s is important to you. And then y'all are not gonna believe this. Y'all are not gonna believe this. Number 20, another 2. He's called the Aeon. So he is a different, is this a he? We don't even know. But this is another, it's not a traditional tarot card. So we're gonna see what that means for you. But you got your another 2. All of these right here is 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Baby. 2. I should have said it because I knew this was either going to be a 3 or a 6. It's the devil, number 15. 1 plus 5 is 6, just for, And the devil is over here. And first, I'm going to look up these words. We're looking up debak. Okay, so first of all, y'all shuffling video, like when I shuffled y'all cards, was 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Y'all are very, very, very spiritual and very powerful. But you just don't know it. You really don't know your power. You don't know what you have inside. And then, what else? Oh, when I was shuffling and I pulled out the devil, but it came out face down. And I knew, I'm like, it's either gonna be a 6 or it's gonna be a 3. And I'm like, I should say that. But I, for some reason, didn't say it because I'm like, what if it's not that? Then it's like, whatever. Even though I could have just like edited that part out if it wasn't, I still didn't say it just to like confirm to y'all that I already knew what was going on in the reading. So that's the type of energy I get from you. Like, you just don't really like, you don't believe in yourself. Okay, so what a tarot reader would tell someone else about you is, they would tell someone that you don't believe in yourself. They would tell people that you are very powerful, you're very spiritual, but you don't use it because you don't believe it. I'm also getting that you let a lot of things distract you and get in the way of you tapping into your power and you working on yourself. I was also getting with this card. It's the Three of Swords. But these cards, it's never it's nothing like the regular tarot. They all mean like something completely different. But it was given like you probably do like love spells, or like you do spells on people, and because you don't like believe in your power, you don't think you're actually doing something, but you are. And then that's also giving me like, that's holding you back too, because you are kind of messing with people's free will. And that's not funny, but it's like, because you don't believe that you're doing it, you don't know that you're like messing with people's free will, and you're like altering the natural order of how things would go, but in other people's lives. So like, you're not altering like your own life, you're altering other people's lives, because you just like, spirit said you like playing around in magic. So yeah, oh my God, y'all need to get it together. First of all, that's me telling you, y'all need to get it together. But another tarot reader would tell people like, another tarot reader would tell someone like, you're doing black magic. And they would tell someone like, they would say, this person doesn't know what they're doing. This is not me. This is what a tarot reader would tell somebody else. If they were to get a reading about you, they would tell them that you don't know what you're doing. They would tell them that you're doing black magic. They would tell them that, yeah, like you just don't know what you're doing and you're messing with people's free will. And it's just like, just looking at the cards, like, I know y'all aren't doing it on purpose, but y'all have to really understand, like, when it comes to like this spiritual stuff, you can't just be doing like anything just because you see people doing it, especially if you like you know that you have power, but it's just because you're not able to use it for yourself, you don't know that it works. So it's like, you just be doing other little stuff, like, and you think it's just little stuff, y'all, but you are like out here messing with people's life. And not like it's just something that it's like, it you just have to stop doing it. Like, it's not like, you know, like, oh my God, like you, well, I'm not even gonna say you 4 for 4 o'clock. Like, y'all get so many angel numbers. Like, y'all are really actually very powerful. Y'all are just like, another thing is like, you just using, like, you're wasting it. Like, it's not wasting as if it's gonna go away, but it's like you could be using things like for yourself, but you have to tap into yourself to realize how you can use it for yourself, instead of like you probably really be like you might do something like you just put people in the freezer, or just little random things. You might have like love, like I'm getting like love spells, but might be doing love spells or like putting people in the freezer. And if you are doing things like that, you need to be very intentional about it. Don't just do stuff because you're like, oh, like it's just something to do. Like, no, that stuff actually works, and you are actually messing with people's free will. What another reader would tell someone about you, it would be they would give them like a negative reading and give them like as if you're a karmic. So what I'm gonna do, because I am just here to help out my collective and do what would best suit y'all, I'm just gonna give it more of advice for y'all from spirit, instead of trying to say like what another reader would say, because I already said what the other reader would say. They would say that you're a karmic, and they would say that people need to stay away from you, which honestly, at this point, you do need to take some time to yourself, because you need to realize what is actually going on and realize like the depth of what you could be doing. Also, I've been playing music this whole time, and No Bars by JT was gonna play, but it didn't play. So I'm getting like you really just you just don't believe in yourself. Like, you could flex on people with like how powerful you are. You can do everything like good. You can flex on people how powerful you are, but you just don't believe it. And like the fact that No Bars by JT didn't play, like, JT is like really talking her shit on No Bars. Like, she's going in, and it just wouldn't play. Like, it's like you are not giving people like the cocky. And it's not saying, like, I'm not saying you should be cocky, but I'm saying you should like, just know who you are. Like, know that you're powerful. So I am getting that the reason you don't really know is because you are too focused on like just your desires as a person instead of your desires as a spirit. And like, you don't take time to actually sit, and you don't take time to stop your bad habits. You don't take time to like think about what you're doing before you do it. Like, yeah, I'm getting that you spend a lot of time focusing on things that don't matter instead of focusing on how you can make yourself better. Like, you focus on changing the outside world instead of trying to change your inside world. And then I didn't even realize peace and change is right here. Like, I'm just going through like interpreting down the line. I was interpreting the high priestess and then I looked down in peace and change. So yeah, you don't focus on finding your own peace. You don't focus on your own change. You're focused on what can you change about other people, or what can you change about your outside situation, or or how can you get back at people who hurt you and things like that. Like, you're not even focused on what would actually benefit you. And then if you actually put your energy into what actually would benefit you, you would be way happier. Like, all the stuff that all the magic you trying to throw at people, like, you wouldn't even be thinking about that, because you would be happy in your own life. And I want y'all to know, this is all coming from a very loving place. Like, that's why I'm not doing it as what would another tarot reader tell someone about you. Like, it's just understand that you have to change your ways, and you're the only person standing in your way. You have to decide when you're ready to change your ways, and you have to be serious about it, and you have to really go within and understand that a beautiful life begins and ends with you. If you want a beautiful life, you have to get that for yourself. It's not anybody else's fault. It's not that somebody did something to you and messed up your life. It's that you let what somebody else did to you keep you stuck. And that's it. Once you realize that you kept yourself stuck because of somebody else's actions and not somebody's actions kept you stuck, you would seriously be able to move on. I heard you F shit up and leave. So yeah, you probably have like a chaotic energy, and it's like you might get into certain situations, and then once you feel like you did too much to the point where you can't fix it, you just walk away. Like, you don't even try to fix situations, you just walk away. And yeah, I'm really not trying to drag y'all, but it's like giving very selfish. And it's only like that, like, only thing is, y'all, like, I can tell you have a good heart, but you are just very damaged and very traumatized, and you really need to work on yourself, like, a lot. You should definitely get into therapy. And then this card, I'm talking about this word. This card, it says, this is the card of the heroine's redemption montage in a movie. So you do still have a chance for redemption, and you will reach redemption as soon as you take accountability, and as soon as you realize everything in your life is because of you. Once you realize that, it's going up. Once you realize and accept that and actively work to find the root and actively work to change that, yeah, you're gonna be redeemed. Says the reel of images that show the heroine taking action to sort out her life after the lowest point at the end of Act 2. This is Act 3, the resolution, the way back to a happy ending. This card is, oh, this is the Judgment card in traditional tarot decks, but Crowley calls it the Aeon in order to highlight that this is where the new Aeon begins. So see, y'all, even the fact that Spirit wanted to reveal this to y'all, Spirit wants y'all to know that at the end of the day, you can change that. Like, you can be a completely different person. You can redeem yourself. You can come back. You not, like, and if you haven't been feeling like you've been getting, like, punished or anything, see, the thing is about that, once you 15 on the clock, while I was thinking about the devil that's 15 and this devil that's 15, I wasn't interpreting that yet, but that was like right at the forefront of my mind. But Spirit, like, okay, what was I saying? Okay, as far as like karma and things like that, once you realize that you are doing like something messed up and something bad, if you continue to do it, that's when it becomes malicious, and that's when like the karma comes and things like that. So with you seeing this reading, if you decide you still want to just live your life on the edge and you still want to do things to other people instead of focusing on you, then Spirit is going to show you why you shouldn't be doing that. And however Spirit shows you that is how Spirit shows you that. It's going to be different for everybody. It might be Spirit just showing you what could happen. It might be things happening to you. But at the end of the day, Spirit is telling you right at this moment that you are being selfish. You are being self-centered. You are not being emotionally intelligent. You are blaming others for things that are completely in your control. And you are messing with people's free will. And you need to stop it. That's what I just heard. It sounded like it was my granny telling me that. You need to stop it. I love y'all. I really feel like I'm getting on y'all, and I really feel a little bad. But also, y'all out here doing spells on people. Come on, guys. Y'all out here doing spells on people. Just because you don't believe the spell worked don't mean it didn't work, guys. Yeah, like, it's probably somebody homeless right now. Because you got them in the freezer. Go take them out the freezer. Go take them out the freezer. Let's start there. Let's start there. I heard that Leah Collective is out here putting people in the freezers, bro. Why is you putting people in the freezer, bro? Oh my God, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all energy. But the actions is just very, very, very crazy. Like, child, The actions is ridiculous, honestly. But again, I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. This is with peace and love. If I wanted to eat y'all up, I would have did it from the other perspective. But I don't want to eat y'all up. I want y'all to do better. So, yeah, basically how everything else has been saying. Because when I was getting, like, you might consider yourself a baby witch and things like that, this card, I'm feeling like clarified by work and the devil. You just have to work on yourself, but like seriously work on yourself. Like, don't just say, oh, I'm working on myself. Like, no, take some time to yourself. Stop talking to people. Get off of social media. And get in touch with your inner child. Definitely get in touch with your inner child. Let's see what this devil. This devil is giving me like, I don't like him. I heard you need to go into the pits of hell. So it's probably like some deep stuff. Probably a bunch of stuff that you done blocked out and all of that. That you just really, really need to figure out. And you need to figure out why do you blame other people for your life? Like, I just realized I didn't pull shadow work cards for the first deck, for the first pile. I'm definitely going to pull shadow work cards for y'all. And the first pile one was like they're complete opposite of this. So I don't even think I need to pull shadow work cards for them. I'm definitely gonna pull them for y'all too. Like, even the fact that I just thought of that, because I would have went my whole thing and not even pulled the shadow work cards for y'all. But yeah, y'all probably don't even, like, you probably blocked something out and you need to figure out what you blocked out, because that's probably what's holding you back like the most. So you probably should just like do a lot of reading and writing and dancing. I don't know why I just heard that. So dancing, or like hip openers, those are good for like emotional release. So yeah, it's definitely something, some type of block going on that you need to figure out what it is. I was hearing with this, like, you need to just move with love. Like, everything you do it out of love. Like, don't do things because you want to get back at people. Like, don't, you know how some people are like, oh, watch this, you left me, so I'm gonna glow up. Like, don't glow up for other people, glow up for yourself. Do everything out of self-love, not revenge. Yeah, I'm getting like you might have a little vengeful or spiteful side. Okay, let me get now I'm gonna do what is y'all best trait, because with this, Spirit's in here trying to eat y'all up. Even though I didn't let Spirit eat y'all up the way Spirit was trying to eat y'all up. We delivered this message with love. We not eating y'all up. Y'all need to be ate up. Y'all don't need to be put down or nothing like that. Y'all need to get love. And sometimes even spirit guides can be a little, not spirit guides, I'm feeling more like a ancestor type feeling. Like the ancestors is trying to tell y'all, like, get it together. Because I was feeling like my granny. Like, I just feel like my granny is like scolding me. So I get a more feeling of this came like from your ancestors. We ain't gonna let y'all ancestors eat y'all up like that. But yeah, okay, what I was saying is sometimes ancestors, because ancestors, like, they're still people. They were people. And it's like they don't change when they get into the afterlife. So sometimes, like, if you talk to your ancestors and they're like harsh, it's just because like they still have like the like a human mind, and they still have their own beliefs and their own thoughts and things like that, the same as they had when they were alive. So yeah, they was trying to eat y'all up, but we delivered it with love because we don't need that. Thank you. See, now I'm being nice. Spirit is being nice. And then look, the Page of Pentacles is still on the top of the deck, which is Spirit is trying to tell y'all, like, you're prepared, you're ready to do this. Like, it's not anything you have to wait for. You're prepared, you have all the tools. All you need to do is just believe in yourself and give yourself that push. Ace of Swords, Temperance, Six of Wands. So I feel like your best trait is your heart and the fact that you are loving, the fact that you believe in new beginnings, the fact that you understand that there is always room for redemption, and you don't dwell you don't dwell in the past. That's probably why you blocked out. You probably need to you do need to go back to the past to understand what's blocking you, but you're not the type of person that's like, oh, I did this, oh my God, I'm never, like, you don't talk to yourself bad, like, you don't let yourself feel bad about things. You understand that you're still growing, and you understand that everybody has to grow. You're also a very generous person. Like, you do have a loving heart. You just don't know how to tap into it. Oh, I told y'all got a good heart. I know y'all had a good heart. And that's what Spirit is saying. That's your greatest trait, is your heart. Your greatest trait is your heart, and the fact that you believe in second chances, and you believe in redemption. And you know that God is not a vengeful God. And another thing, if God is still waking you up, He is giving you another chance. Every day that you're here is a day where you can improve yourself. But I'm getting that you need to work on your focus. You may be really focused on like relationships, love. But you need to realize, like, every time I see this card, I hear the song, he's got the whole world in his hands. So you need to realize that you have the whole world in your hands, but you worried about this, what you're worried about. And you worried about when is my next person coming. You need to also fix the things that you have messed up. Like I said, you got the energy of fuck shit up and leave. You need to go ahead and you need to work on making clean breaks instead of just dipping out. Like, you need to work on like letting people know what's going on instead of just being like, oh, I'm done, bye. Yeah, that's enough, because we already ate y'all up enough, so we ain't gonna get too much into what you need to work on. Yeah, you know what you need to work on. Spirit is telling you what you need to work on. And these are not things that you don't know either. These are things that you do know. It's just you haven't put the time in to start. Let me do y'all shadow work first. The first part is identifying. Second part is integrating. Spirit. Okay, y'all got a lot of these cards. Yeah, so I'm definitely getting that y'all should be like deep into shadow work. Like, that's the next thing y'all need to be worried about, is just complete shadow work. Hidden self. What parts of yourself do you feel you have to hide from your family? And these cards are like meant to be journal prompts. You don't have to sit down and write a journal, even if you just like sit and meditate on it. A lot of things will come through. I mean, I feel like it's best to write them down so you can remember, and sometimes you go back and read it and you might add more things to it. But these are meant to be like journal prompts. Relationships. What is a common thread in your field of relationships? That can be for friendships and relationships. Change. Do you prefer change or do you avoid it? And why? No fears. If you had no doubts, no worries, or no fears of the unknown, what would you do? What would you do if you weren't afraid? Somebody read. Stopping freedom. What is stopping you from experiencing freedom? I feel like these are great for this deck, y'all. Like, usually when I get shadow work cards, they don't be like these will get you deep into some shadow work. All of those cards will get you deep into some shadow work. And those will all be great journal prompts. Like, those are amazing. And then that even goes to show you, like, Spirit is on your side. Spirit wants you to do better. Like, Spirit don't want to just eat you up like the whole time. Like, Spirit wants you to do way better because you can do better and you know you can do way better. All right, part 2 is integrating Spirit. Jealousy. What can you do to manage your jealousy? Yeah, because you out here putting people in freezers. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all my friends. That's why I'm talking to y'all like that. But yeah, you out here putting people in freezers. What you putting people in freezers for? What can you do to manage that? Instead of putting people in the freezer, what can you do when you feel like putting somebody in the freezer? Take them out the goddamn freezer. Get them people out the freezer, please. I guarantee if you really sit down, whoever you got in the freezer or in the piss jar or whatever y'all doing, whoever you got in there, I want you to sit down and really write down what this person did to you to make you put them in the freezer or make you put them in the piss jar. What did they do? And I guarantee, once you think about it, you're going to be like, maybe I overreacted a little bit. And if you don't feel like that, you need to do a little shadow work and then think about it again. And if you still feel like they should be in there, then keep them in there. If you feel justified, keep them in there. But if you feel, if you got like 5 people in there and 3 of them, you like, maybe I shouldn't have, take them people out of that daggone freezer. Please. Decision making. How can understanding your shadow self improve your decision making? And if you understand why you make these decisions, you won't be putting people in freezers. Qualities. What qualities do you see in others that also reflects qualities in you? And this is something, even like with the qualities that you would consider negative. Like, what negative qualities do you see in people that you also see in yourself? I guarantee most of the people that you got in them jars is because they did something to you that you do to other people. Forgotten self. What aspects of your personality have you forgotten? That's another thing about getting in touch with your inner child. 5 lives to live. If you had 5 imaginary lives to live, what would you do and be like in each one of them? Okay, I'm gonna elaborate on your crystals. Okay, y'all got celestite and amethyst. Celestite is communicating with angels, tranquility, good fortune, and deep meditation. Celestite has a gentle, uplifting energy that cleanses its surrounding area, allowing you to relax and feel the presence of the celestial realm. This crystal will fill your home with a calm atmosphere, allowing divine energy to fill through, and it will help you connect with angelic guides and your higher consciousness. If you are able to get that crystal, y'all definitely get that crystal. and meditate with it. Keep it around your home. Keep it in your room. Keep it close to your bed, so we can even heal you while you're sleeping. I feel like this pal needs a lot of healing and just a lot of love. And then amethyst. Let me see. Let me read anymore. Yeah, it says, fears and insecurities will disappear with this crystal in your home as you realize you are safe and protected by your guides. It brings back hope and optimism when grieving or sad, and encourages reconciliation, calm discussion, and happier experiences in fraught relationships. Yeah, this is definitely a good crystal for y'all. Definitely a good crystal for this pile. Amethyst is one of the most spiritual stones and has a very high vibration. This purple quartz will help you tap into a deeper, more centered spirituality. So yeah, like right now you're using your spirituality for, you know, what you're using it for. But this will take you deeper and get you like more into yourself. It helps to still the mind of mental chatter, calm anxieties, and inspire a deeper meditative state. This will enable you to tune into your intuition, and it will also allow your psychic side to develop more fully. Yeah, it's definitely saying meditate with it. Lie down to meditate with a smaller stone placed on your third eye, as the amethyst opens this and the crown chakras, further enhancing your psychic abilities. Yeah, so you probably are like highly psychic. You just need to tap into your abilities. You probably don't even know you're psychic. You just think, like, yeah, you probably don't even know, like, you have psychic abilities. You just think you have, like, magical abilities. Okay, so this next deck I use is called the Ancestor Oracle of the Celts. And this is a deck where you can ask a question and it will give you insight. So take a moment to meditate on a question. If you need to pause the video, you can. But I'm going to give you... Now, the question you ask, it's not a yes or no question. It is more of a question that you need advice on. So if you want to know... okay. Because I just keep getting the feeling that y'all got somebody in the freezer. If you don't got somebody in the freezer, you might just be like even in your mind, just wishing that somebody doesn't have something that they have. Like, so say if you want to ask a question about that, you would say something like, what insight do you have for my situation with XYZ? Something like that. Let me see though. And I said pile 1 again. I really think y'all should watch pile 1. I feel like once you heal more, you would be in the energy of pile 1. And I feel like you should watch that just to give yourself some hope. If this reading hurt your feelings, you should definitely watch pile 1, because that could be what you grow into. 2 of them. And y'all, this is the one that came out in pile 1. Y'all should definitely watch pile 1. Okay. Y'all should definitely watch pile 1. Because you are not far off, guys. Like, you know, you do not have to feel bad about yourself just because everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has healing to do. Like, nobody is perfect. Okay. The Mother. Your long-term plan is beginning to show fruit now, so don't lose focus. Whatever the hopes in your heart, hold them steady. If you are waiting for an opening or opportunity, watch for the signs and take it quickly. Family wisdom. I nourish all who come to my house for hospitality. And then the Brahman. Exercise careful judgment by deciding how justice is best served in this matter. This means expanding your vision beyond your concerns and seeing how it affects the world around you. If you need to reach an important decision, sit quietly to find the point of balance. Family wisdom. I see things as they truly are and balance justice with mercy. So yeah, basically. Balance justice with mercy. Understand that if you have the power to bring justice, you should be making sure it's fair to everybody in the situation and not just doing what you think would be best for you. If you're in a position of power, don't abuse your power. Okay, so then this one, these cards basically give you just a little deeper insight into your situation. So if you were asking about something general or just your attitude, the questions is, okay, what are your responsibilities in this matter? Question mark. What must you trust now? If it was about work and creativity, which resources have you not used yet? Who is benefiting by receiving what you lack? If it was about health or well-being, what brings relief in this extremity? What or who is taking your goodwill without any return? If it was about love or friendship, who is the one needing to give? Who wants to receive? Family gift. I bestow the gift of passion. My bounty flows unstingily, renewing even as you give. All right, y'all. That is y'all reading. Thank y'all for tuning into my channel. If you like videos like this, subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, leave me a like. I love y'all so much. I will see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.